All right, NHale. Glad to have you back.
My man.
Man, you've been doing it. You've been killing it, man. I've seen video after video.
Just trying to stay working, that's all.
Yeah, I see you. We can't start, man. You got the chain on.
Oh, yeah, man.
Snoop recently has announced that he's the owner of Death Row. I don't know if it's the full catalog, but the owner of the brand, and he's going to be pushing Death Row, man. What do you think about all that?
That's fire, man. I don't think it's only like a few people's hands that I think it should be in, and he's one of them. So the fact that he got that, I think that's dope, because that's something he helped put together, no doubt.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, even years ago when E1 bought it, I was just like, man, why ain't Snoop and Dre buying it, man?
Yeah, it been a lot. It's been a lot with that, with the name. A lot of people bought it and didn't do nothing with it. So I think it's finally in the right person's hands, and it's gonna, do what it's gonna do.
Snoop obviously knows everybody,
Yeah.
so he can probably like maximize the catalog for the publishing. And
Old with the new. He can do a lot of stuff with the old stuff, and he can do the new stuff.
put out artists. So I believe you're one of the newer artists of Death Row.
Yeah.
We all know, your dad and Snoop, relationship,
I love that Snoop to death. That's my uncle. But with or without Snoop, it's Death Row. Regardless, just it's in my blood. So I thought it was only right that not it's only right, but I appreciate my uncle for letting the world know that it's not just a family thing, but it's also official. So with it being in Snoop hands, it's like new life. You feel me? And I probably wouldn't mess with no other label, because it's like home to me. It's like a family label. My cousins. He already got my cousin signing the label. Hey Dion, shout out to my cousin. Hey Dion, and that's one of the twin sons, and the twins is they real connected with my uncles, Snoop, Warren, and the Dog Pound, and so it's like a family label, man, and it's real dope.
You're talking about the twins from back in the day,
Yeah.
under Warren G or with Warren G.
Yep, exactly. So they got a son that make music. His name Hey Dion. He actually owned Back on Death Row album. He really like one of the artists that's really locked in with Snoop right now, and he owned the album, like I said, and it's not the first song he owned with Snoop, but that's one of the artists, and of course me myself, and it's like I said, it's a family thing pretty much.
And you have a song. Well, you don't have a song. Your dad has a song, unreleased hook, that he did with Snoop, and you were in the video.
Yeah, for sure. I was in the video. I did my pop's part, and I look so player, and a lot of people thought it's me, and I wrote it out. So, if you're looking at it and you don't read that it clearly say featuring Nate Dogg, you're gonna be like, oh, he got a song with Snoop. But it's a lot of stuff with my uncle that's in the works, so that's coming up. But that was a song with him and my pops, and before that, what's so special about it, it's in a movie, and before the video roll off, he basically say that he want to put me on Death Row and start putting my music out on the Death Row, and then once I basically answer to that, that's when the video just snapped and started playing, and once it started playing, it's like, ooh, it give you, like you basically he say, I'm a new artist on Death Row, and then you get all excited, and then boom, it go into the video with my pops and him, and I'm doing my pops part, so it's kind of like a new life feeling.
Man, that must be big for you, man. I mean,
yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm real, I'm thankful and humble about it, though, I'm still working, and I don't want to get that mixed up with everything that's going on, and so right after that video and right after the news came out that, that I was going to be, with Death Row, I've been working like crazy the last 3 weeks, so I'm still, and really, it's not documented on papers, everything verbal, so I'm still grinding like, I got, nothing, and that's always what I put in my head, like, this is my last option, like, I got to tell the people kind of who I am.
I think there's no better place for you, under Snoop.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, Snoop gets a hold of you and really pushes you a lot, man. I mean, I think everyone's gonna love it.
Yeah,
You know, I
for
mean,
sure.
everybody who already, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
fucks with you and heard about you.
And that's without Snoop. So I can only imagine, you know, what Snoop is, you know, because right now it's kind of like people, they might think I'm dope only to a certain level, and then especially in the new world, and then somebody like Snoop kind of, you know, stamp it and verify it, and then they're magically a fan now, you know. So that's a lot of what I took from Snoop, and you know, the work that we've been doing, because a lot of people that I've seen or in the past not really salute me or really give credit where it's due. They, you know, when they seen that or they heard the news, that's when they wanted to give credit, and it's like, it sucks that it took that because we still working, you know.
How long have you been, you know, plugged in with Snoop now? I mean, I know you kind of knew him your whole
Yeah,
life
like
when you were kids,
my whole life, like.
but since the music, you know what I'm saying, how's that been?
Are you saying like, so disregard like the family aspect and just like how do we like connect through the music?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe that day, the day the video that we shot the video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just being all the way honest. And if you watch the documentary, he actually said that one of the things he saluted about me is I ain't never asking for no handouts, and I ain't never like, you know, asking for nothing. The most I ever asked for Snoop, and this is anybody, just like up and coming artists, I just send them my video and be like, check this out, like let me know what you think, or just check it out when you got some free time, you know. Probably not let me know what you think, because I know he's so busy, so I just shoot it to him, you know. So prior to that, and even off the record, we had a discussion, and he was like, I see what you've been doing, and you know, I'll rock with you. So, you know, sometimes I just tap in here and there to let you know that I'm watching, and you know, I salute you for that. So that kind of put a battery pack in my back. And after we shot the video, it's like, yeah, man, I got to get working, because I didn't know, you know, what my uncle thought, you know.
Man, that's what's up, man. You know, I'm glad to see it, man. That's big.
For sure.
I know the West Coast, that old school West Coast sound isn't quite what you know, it's not like it was in the 90s.
Yeah, nah.
But I still know that there's still a lot of people that still love it and still want to hear it, man.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm not even like, so I got many producers, and some, like what we working on right now is kind of like an old with a new sound, where we put like a lot of those sounds in together. And cause I'm like a hybrid type of dude, like, you know, I make kind of old school music, but you gonna catch me in like some new fly, like looking shit, you know, as far as like whips and shit, you know, from, you know, the shoes I probably got on, like I don't really wear motherfucking Chucks and shit, you know, no offense, you feel me, but I'm a young, you know, I'm a young dog, you know, so that's something we doing right now, making sure, like right now is and nothing against what you said, is just I'm really in tune with the now, you know, like that's really what I'm even on. So me doing it how I'm doing it now is just like knowing that it's people that really wanted this and needed this, but it's only so much you can get out of feeding them people, the same people over and over, you know. Then it's like, okay, I gotta take this, you know, we taking this to another level, you know, and that's kind of where we at. We probably got a few more singles and like an EP where we sticking to this sound, and then I'm like developing it, and my sound is still gonna be in my new sound. It's just gonna be some newer sounds in there where, you know, it's giving you like a different rhythm or something where it's like, okay, yeah, like this tempo is, it give you new energy, you know.
Man, dope shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Dope shit, man. Well, you know, it's gonna be dope to see your progress and everything. You know, I know you're gonna bring some new stuff.
Nah, for sure.
Something different. Now that you're back working with Snoop, is there anybody you're really trying to work with now, from the old school or the new school, or where's your main focus at?
Nah. I got a single with Butch Cassidy coming out. That's my next single. That's my cousin too, so I had to get him on something. But as far as that, I'm going for like, it's not like nobody. I mean, whoever the people want to see me with, to be honest with you. So if it's like somebody that, you know, you want to see me with, drop it down in the comments, that type of thing. I'm gonna read the comments and let them, you know, let them decide. Cause I don't really got nobody in mind. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. All right. And you know, I'd ask you about Doggy Style. You know, he's San Bernardino.
We in the IE right now, huh?
IE.
Okay, yeah, that's my boy,
Rialto,
man.
So You know, I like to see him doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Representing the IE.
Yeah,
You know?
he represent that shit hard too. I ain't gonna lie. He ain't. You feel me? He ain't shy about it.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
so
that's
you
my
guys got any
boy.
more music coming up?
Uh, Always. You know, we definitely gotta work some more. But that's my dog. So, you know, we got some. Me and him actually got a show coming up where we both own it and shit. So that's dope for the people who really tuned in and the shit we got. But we always cooking. You feel me? So whenever I got a record or somewhere I think I hear him on, I probably shoot it to him or get him on it. And you know, same with him. You feel me?
Who did you grow up listening to?
What do you think? Come on, man.
Because you're kind of young.
My pops,
You know what
man.
I mean?
My pops. I listen to. If you want to be real, nigga, the Migos, Chief Keef, motherfucking Future. I had like a little fucking a time where I was listening to them heavy. Like to this day, I'm a music head. Like especially hip hop. So then, like right now, I'm listening to motherfucking Detroit music. I listen to, you know, if somebody got a new album coming out and I hear about it, I go banging. If they got some tight songs, I add that shit to my library, no matter kind of who it is, you know. But growing up, it was all West Coast, of course. You feel me? All that type of shit.
That's what's up.
Everything.
You had mentioned, you know, having a bigger purpose and
Yeah.
wanting to do more, you know, once you get on. You know, can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, man. It's really. I don't know. I don't really know where to start, man. It's really like so. My main thing is with like, it's like we in America, right? And in America, I feel like we got problems that we don't even kind of address no more, especially since social media is out. Like with social media, that shit a problem today and it's not a problem tomorrow. You know, like this shit, social media created like the craziest come and go era to where like if I'm super sad about some shit today, tomorrow like I'm gonna see something that just make me happy and I forgot about the day before that, you know. So but to the main point, it's like fucking my people, and not even just my people. You got like Hispanics, a lot of minorities, I would say. We got issues to where that's not really addressed no more. Even shout out to Kanye, but like he's starting the Black Future Month shit, and it's like, nigga, how we can't move in the future if we still got these same issues, you know. And so I'm more so on some shit like, man, I feel like my purpose and my whole like, you know, existence to this shit is to like is to basically address how, you know, we've been having the same issues with racism like forever, and not just address them like, oh, there's racism and people are racist. Nah, more so like we have enough people in position of power to fix the issues, you know, like, and really hit them head on. And I feel like that's something I really want to do. And when of course, my brain get bigger and it develops, I want to be able to hit it harder and speak on this more. You know, when you know, not run people away, because of course these topics run people away, but it's just so much like that I can say when it comes to this shit. But mainly like, man, I feel like it's not enough people that's in position that's really speaking on, you know, the issues that we have, and like the issues with police and shit. Like, man, even like just thinking like, man, the thought of fucking police is crazy, man. Like you could wake up, like think of a police officer, because I know some days I wake up and I'm just not in the mood. You feel me? Like I don't even want to work. You feel me? I don't want to go do no. I might have to go to the studio. So, what is that to a police officer? You know, like what is not feeling well and still having to work? You know, is that like, oh shit, I just shot somebody? You know, type of thing. You feel me? So it's like I just don't. And don't get me wrong, like I know we need somebody to call for help, of course, like people need help, but like I just think if we could like figure out a way to segment, you know, what help is in certain areas and layer it up, and you know, maybe call like, you know, other people for certain things, like that's possible, you feel me? Because like other than that, we got the same issues that have been going on, you know. It's normal when you see a black person die now and he get killed. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. If you see a black person get killed right now, you're gonna believe that it's normal. You might type of comment and feel for that person. You might repost it. You might go out there and walk, but give it like a week, you know, or give it 2 weeks. That shit gonna pass, and life goes on, and that's America for you. And that don't sit right for me like every day. You feel me? That bothers me every day. You feel me? Like there's nothing. I can't just smile and be happy every day because of that, you know. And that's something that we gotta fix, because I know I can't be the only black person or minority or somebody where their people is going through something like that feel this way. You feel me? Because end of the day, you looking for purpose. You feel me? So you think to yourself like, what's my purpose? And then it's like, okay, this is who I am. These are my people, and it's like, what are my people dealing with? What we going through? And these are the issues we going through. And if I have no purpose if I'm not attempting to help those issues, you know. And I feel like when you person in power, like that should be your only purpose, not to keep getting higher in power. But some people think different. But I come from somebody that had power, so I'm not trying to like double, you know, or top that. So my purpose is different, you know. And I know that shit was long, but I'll be on this shit, you know.
No, it's all good. It's all good, bro.
You feel
Let
me?
it out, man. Yeah,
You know,
I'm
nah,
with
for real.
I'm with it, man. I hear you, man.
Everything.
It could be, you know, frustrating seeing injustices.
And then I went to the Tupac museum, and it's like, man, he was just so like ahead of his time, you know. And his whole thing was even in his whole message that I got out of that was like, was basically the same shit that's going on, and you know, of course his estate is in charge of that, but his estate, you know, basically the message was like, ain't shit changed, you know, like we still getting killed by the police. It's still, you know, still the same shit going on, and it started with my own people, honestly. Like I got homies that's in the streets right now, and they are so quick to ride on enemy hood or to ride on the rivals and to ride on some niggas. But nigga, these niggas think that or they first it's two methods to this. First, they think that a white person has the power and you know, and with that, you know, that places that person above them. And then the second method to that is they don't even know how to, and this is if you believe that you have to talk to somebody a certain way, which I don't believe that. Like, I believe you can talk how you want to talk to people as long as it's in a respectful manner. But as far as like certain deliveries and words you use, I don't think that that's a problem on any level, you know. So why, when I put a suit on, I gotta, you know, you have to talk to me a certain way? But that's off the record. But so the second method to that is like black people, and they really don't know how to address a person, you know, in so say like a meeting gathering or like something where it's real professional, you know, like the yes sirs and the no sirs, or, you know, just how to address, you know, those situations, especially like the homies that's really in the streets, you know, that's really riding, but they are quick to ride on, you know, the enemies. But when it's like a person that's hiring or a person that, you know, that's handing the money out or whatever the case may be, they don't know how to come, you know, correct in a sense, you know, and that's keeping like that's keeping them in poverty. That's keeping what narratives are. That's keeping everything how it is type, you know. So, but I don't blame, you know, I don't blame black people. Then I go back and I'm thinking, where they getting the information from? Who's, you know, what are the school systems like? And that's where I'm taking it. Like, if you dive into school systems in the South and more so of that, like, man, them even teachers, like that, teachers don't get paid enough to really give a fuck, you know. They might not get paid enough to give a fuck out in Cali on the West Coast, but our parents, you know, we on the West Coast as to where like our problems are much lighter, so we focus, like we have more time to focus or figure other shit out, if that makes sense, you know. Where so it's like South whatever, like nigga, they still got the same type of problems, you know, or whatever that may be. We in LA, nigga, we got Hollywood, LA, we can go make the money. Where other places, nigga, they want to get to LA. They want to, you know, they want to come out here to start acting. They want to come out here to start rapping, you know, type shit. It just all connect from top to bottom, from when you were legit all the way to up top. You feel me?
I hear you, man.
You know. But like I said, I can be going. That's why I'm gonna catch myself when it's long and be like, you know, this where I'm gonna stop it at,
bro.
you know.
I hear you,
But I'm
man.
gonna keep it going because this the shit I be on. I'm telling you, and it's like, I just watched the Kanye West documentary, and it's like, man, like him, he was so much ahead of his time. You feel me? Like right now is where he's like, he's a recent billionaire. He just touched that money, you know. But that documentary that just came out, that was a minute ago, and there was people that didn't even see, you know, didn't even notice it in him. You feel me? Meanwhile, I'm watching documentary, and I'm like, those are the guys, you know, the guys that will walk in a room and fucking rap to everybody, you know, the guys that will go in every single room and rap, no matter how many times he brought a cameraman in here and did it, you know, just shit like that, and then he said it like straight on the record, like, I'm not a street guy, like I'm not a, you know, and me, I'm not saying I'm a street nigga, cause I'm a hustler. I grew up like, nigga, you can look my government name up like I was a trip, but I'm not, that ain't what we pushing. But it's more so like, nigga, like, he was honest with himself. So me being honest with myself, it's like, I know I got a bigger purpose in this shit. You feel me? And that's why I'm telling you everything that I've been telling you.
You mentioned the Kanye West documentary.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Oh man, you gotta check that out.
What all is it about? Is it about music? Is it about
everything? Just
everything?
like his story, you know, and aside from the shit that he do on social media, but you know, we all done been hurt, and you feel me? We all done wanted our bitch back before, and we was gonna do anything for it. So aside from that shit, when you watch the documentary, you gonna realize like, oh, he kind of smart, like, you know, and not even that, he a genius at that. You know, he was living beat to beat. That's huge to me, like, because I'm real big on like not thinking too far ahead, you know, so that's one reason why like I haven't had an album come out yet, because one, you know, it's not the right timing for an album, and you know, two, I'm on like, I'm more living in the now, so it's more singles, you know. But that dude, he was just such a genius, man. And when you watch the documentary, you're gonna be like, damn, like, so it's the reason why he's who he is now. And it was everyday hustle. He didn't stop doing that shit. He got a cameraman with him every day, he said, and he was working, he was hustling. He was in the right rooms, of course, but he capitalized off that. He utilized all his tools, and now he who he is, and he kind of jumped over a lot of dudes that was ahead of him when he started.
You know, one thing about Kanye that like you even see from like the old videos is like his confidence.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
it was
like
bigger than
roof,
it was,
man.
yeah, exactly,
Like,
yeah.
Crazy
and there's ways to do that, and that's why I salute that, because, you know, he did it his way. Because you see other guys that got confidence, and you know they do it their way, you know, whatever that may be, because you can tell confidence when you see it. Like, you can tell when a guy lying, you can tell when he, you know, when he know he got it and he really do, you know. So it's something about Kanye, like it's what he had to do, and he knew that was his calling. So that's why, like, that shit made me a fan, because that's how I kind of became, like, that's how I started doing music. It was like this is for me at this point. And as I've been making music and growing, I've been growing. You know, it's kind of like, you know, him, and I'm not living beat to beat, but we do it like single to single, EP to EP. You know, as far as like right now, I don't got 100 songs I'm sitting on. Like, nah. We got, you know, this many songs, and or if I do create 100, I pick however many I pick, and then the rest going out the window, you know.
Yeah, you stay moving, man. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
recording.
Got to.
I mean, that's like
It's a new
huge
game.
I mean, just perfecting your craft.
Yeah,
and,
for sure too. Yeah.
You know, with anything, you know, if you produce a lot of it, you're always gonna want to take the best and shit from it. So,
for sure.
You know.
For sure.
You know, you mentioned you haven't dropped the album yet.
No.
Are you waiting for anything in particular, or?
This just ain't the right time for no album for me. Like, an album to me is going and get like all the OGs and the young OGs and putting them on like one song, or putting them on, you know, different songs. You know, like, and really package that bitch up. Like, right now, it's more so like letting the people know, like, you know, whatever doubts they have, and then after that, it's more so letting them know, like, it's serious, and then after that, it's like, okay, album time, you know? So I move real strategic with my shit, you know, like, I got 2 EPs I dropped, and that's about it.
Okay, well that's what's up.
You would think though I would probably had an album out or something though, you know.
With all your videos and everything you got going on, man.
You know,
You
yeah.
stay out there, man.
Yeah, you know, I just picked up on like what it's supposed to look like real fast, you know. So and from there, we gonna make sure the music is what it's supposed to sound like, you know.
Well, something else that was big for the West Coast was the Super Bowl.
Hell yeah, man. And I was hella lit before that shit came on. I was telling people like, man, this gonna be big. Just the whole world watching this, you know. And now like you can be wherever you at, nigga. You know where them lowriders is coming from. You know what the West Coast look like, nigga. You feel me? So that's kind of where I salute the young G-Funk sounding niggas at right now, because when you look at some shit like that, you would want to tap into some, to some young niggas that's pushing that. You feel me? And we got that. And you feel me? They some heavy hitters. You feel me? So it's dope we got that, because it gave all the young niggas a battery pack in their back to keep pushing this shit. You feel me? Of course, we do it our own way, and it's not, to fall under that shit or to live under that shit, because, we our own men, of course, but it definitely was motivation for all the young cats.
Yeah, man. That was like the first real hip hop Super Bowl show was like mostly a West Coast.
Hell yeah, that shit was cracking.
Yeah, no, that was
super cracking.
I was like, yeah, hell yeah. But man, that's what's up. Give you guys some motivation. Get everybody going. I mean, I think it was like, like seeing that happen was like, okay.
It made you like happy to be over here, and the Rams won. It's like, you feel me? So I'm trying to go in the summer banging, like we trying to blow the top off in the summer. As far as like what it look like, what we doing, you feel me? Just turn that bitch up, getting that shit looking like what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, definitely, man.
You
I'm sure you probably get asked this quite a bit. I know you probably get asked a lot about your dad. But is there any new music coming? Is there anything that anybody can look forward to regarding your dad?
Actually, yeah, man. So Snoop got the catalog to Death Row, and he also got the whole unreleased Nate Dogg masters. So he got the classic hits, and he got some unreleased shit, man. So I believe my uncle do right with it. You feel me? I know he is, actually. I just don't want to say too much, but it's some records on there with a lot of people.
That's what's up, man. I know everybody would love to hear some new Nate Dogg.
Man, it's needed, especially with all these people thinking they the new Nate Dogg, just disrespecting legacy like that and don't come close. So when that come out, it's gonna be refreshing, cause I do my own thing. You just gonna get some, a certain like, what is it? Like a certain key out of me, but I don't really do much of Nate Dogg sounds, so.
Yeah, we haven't been able to get too much since he's passed away. I remember, I know Warren G had a song, just recently the Snoop song that you did with Snoop, but
we got some, and that was Battle Cat song that was Snoop on. So that didn't come from our masters. We sitting on some like heat.
That was something that Battle Cat had.
Yeah, that he gave to Snoop, and Snoop outdone it.
So man. But that's probably, I know Warren G also said, I interviewed Warren G, years ago when him and the Game dropped that song. And he had mentioned that he had some unreleased music with your dad, and that he was like, because I think he put like a 6-song album. But he can, if he got anything, he can put it out. He gonna have to pay us, but he can put it out. Yeah.
Anybody is though, not like pay us, give us money up front. He just make sure that the paperwork is all good, and he could put all that out. I think he want to make sure he do it right, and I don't know if there's a way for him to do that right, because the times is real different right now, especially for the OGs. Only a few of them is in the door understanding what time we on. So if you was gonna do that with my pops, you put my opinion, you put that out like a minute ago. You feel me? Now you just gonna be feeding kind of like, the real fans when it's new fans to go grab, and that's what I be on, I get the old heads, OGs, and I get the young G's. You know, so yeah.
Yeah, man. I know it was dope when he put that out. So I don't know.
Yeah, that shit fire for sure. I like that song.
Yeah,
That shit was tight.
yeah. Hopefully, whatever. Him and Snoop or You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? However
he
you guys
probably
do it.
owns some records. He probably owns some of that. I don't know. I just know, gotta be right, and that's all we about. Doing it right for me and my brothers and sisters. Especially with my pop's name on there. Just do it right, whatever anybody do. Not even just Warren G. Anybody. Just do right. If you sit on some classics,
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I got like 6.
6 brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe we kind of touched on that a little bit last time.
Yeah, I probably said a different number too. That's how many. You feel me? It be like that though, man. When you really what you rapping about, it's like that, man. Ain't no fake. You feel me?
Yeah, I think you mentioned that you just met one of your brothers or sisters
Nah, hell
around
no.
that time or something.
Oh, nah. No. I mean, I don't know. No. Maybe I just was seeing them or something. Nah. But I know them all very well.
Oh, okay.
I'm like the connector in the family, and if the communication ain't right sometimes, or if it get, it's been a minute, it's never personal with me because, I know how life can get.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You got anything planned with Warren G?
Yeah, we supposed to be working real soon. You feel me? He just tapped in on me not too long ago and said he want to get cracking, and when the time is right, we gonna get together. But like I said, I do my own thing. You feel me? If you go check my shit out and numbers and everything that's going on, that's all off. Me having a vision, and I got a way bigger vision. You feel me? I'm just getting started. I got way bigger goals for this shit. Like I want to be a star. You feel me? So the Nate Dogg, that the brand and the legacy, like it's after that's already like what it is. People gonna have to start like hearing what I'm really saying and respecting it because I'm not going nowhere. And I'm not rushing the process to where it's like you'll know where I'm at and you'll get used to me. I'm gonna know when to hit him, how to hit him, and it's gonna make sense because I know myself and I know my purpose. Shit like that.
Man, that's what's up, man.
Everything.
Well, NHale, man.
My boy.
It's dope as usual. You know what I'm saying?
You already know I had to come pull up on you, man. This shit far as hell, but it's nothing.
Yeah, man. I didn't even know you was, plugged in with Death Row like that, so that's
What
dope.
you think, man? What you thought I was just, come on, man.
Well, I mean, I know you're
Come
plugged
on,
in
man.
with Snoop.
Not even
but,
Snoop. Without Snoop, I'm Death Row. Without Snoop, I'm Death Row. You feel me? Even without Snoop. Just off what it is, Just off of Death Row being Death Row. Like, that's like your pops having a job from somewhere and he got his 401k from that motherfucker. You feel me? You gonna grow up probably your whole life, wanting a job or maybe where he worked at and wanting your 401k. You feel me? And that wasn't always my goals. I played, sports and shit until I found like music, and then my pops left us early. I'm like, music is something that I got to get into because our legacy is kind of, you feel me? Every 2-3 years we got a new up and coming artist, the new Nate Dogg. Whenever he at the peak of his career, a few years go by, these niggas is just local dudes that caught their fans' attention at that time. Like nigga, legends is niggas that when they drop now, they still, you feel me? It's still. You feel me? Hot and they always going up. Shout out like niggas like Snoop Dogg. Like that's a legend. He ain't went nowhere. You feel me? So all these new dudes that's coming up, the new Nates and shit, nah, man. Leave that shit alone, leave it where it was, and like really just create some new gangster shit if that's really who you are. You feel me? You ain't gotta be Nate Dogg, nigga. Cause if my daddy was here, man, niggas sit back laughing at these niggas, man. I promise you.
Well, man, that's dope. It's dope to see you, man.
Yeah. Every
doing
time.
your thing.
Every time.
I appreciate you taking your time, man.
I had to tap in with you. I feel like it's been a minute, man. I've been keeping up with you. I'm like, man, let me tap in, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing what you got going on.
March 15th, man. With shit, yeah. Make sure this shit come out before that, cause I got the single with my pops coming out March 15th. I'm an NFT that bitch too, so it's the first time I got a song with my pops. And that shit, it's a banger. Like,
you already made the song?
Yeah, I already got it.
How was that, man?
It's fire.
For the first time.
It was fire, regular shit. Felt like, I had to kill that shit, you feel me? feel like I had to kill him on his own song. Nah, I'm just, you know, but it was fire. So March 15th, that's coming out, and that's also the day my pops passed away. So I'm gonna get that to like the real, you know, fans. Something that, you know, they probably always wanted. You feel me? Yeah. So that's probably like something that I'm really looking forward to. That's like 2 weeks or something. You feel me? So. And then after that, we got the single with Butch Cassidy. I'm gonna get Butch looking like it's early 2000s and shit. You feel me? Get him on some young OG shit. Put a foreign next to that nigga with a lowrider, some bad bitches. You know, get that shit going. Maybe Butch had a perm out. You feel me? Some young gangster shit, man. That's all we on. And then after that, man, we turning that shit up. You feel me? We just really gonna go into really that. The new young shit that I really am and that I'm really on, cause nigga I'm not old. You feel me? I just salute that shit. I'm a young G. You feel me? So, but in a minute it's gonna be like about that time to get, you know, get a little bit of clarity.
Well, that's what's up, man.
Yes, sir.
Sounds dope, man. I'm looking forward to it.
My man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Every time, my boy.
Yes, yeah.